Hello everyone, my name is Rose and welcome to the Rose Tarocle. Today I'm going to be doing the June 1st to the 15th reading for the cusp of exposure. That's the cusp of Leo and Virgo, approximately from the dates of August 15th to August 25th. So if you were born on these dates, this reading on these dates and between these dates, this reading is for you, okay? During this reading, please take what resonates with you and leave the rest. Since this is a general reading, it may not resonate with you 100%. And if this is the case with you, please do not hesitate to watch the videos for your sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs, not the sun sign, because you're going to have two sun signs, which is the Leo and Virgo. So if you want, you can watch those separately as well, the separate versions of it. Yes, makes sense. If you wish to contact me, all my details are in the description box below. Finally, I thank God, I thank Source, I thank the universe, I thank all the archangels and angels of love and light. I thank all the spirits and spirit guides of love and light for guiding me to finally share my gifts with you all. If you like my readings, please do not hesitate to like, share and subscribe to my channel. So, exposure. Let's get started. Cusp of exposure. Oh my God. It's like the word exposure sounds so dominating. So, my dear Leo and Virgo cusp, what does it mean to be a cusp of exposure? Just give me a minute. I'll just pick the card out in a different style at the moment. So it might take some time, okay? I'm just I just feel like I have to do the cards this way, even though I shuffle them. For some reason, I'm getting the feeling that this is what I should do for you, my cusp of exposure. So, if your sun is on the Leo side, for example, you're a perfectionist about your creative self-expression. You know, it has to pass through kind of a filter of self-criticism. So you're a self-critic, really, if your sun is on the Leo side. Now, if your sun is on the Virgo side, for example, you are more playful, you're more expressive, you know, and the strict Virgo perfectionist nature is equaled out with creativity. So it looks like it's a good combination. And oh, there you go. So, September 19th to September 25th. There was quite a debate on this, but I will stick to the old astrological way of doing things, to Indian astrology, and I stick and I believe in the cusp, because at the end of the day, I've been brought up over here in my beautiful country of India, and experiencing all the spirituality firsthand in my beautiful sunshiny, sandy, coastal state where there's a lot of yoga and spiritual practices for mind, body and soul. Yep. What is this? Sorry. So, my dear exposure. Sorry, I got distracted over there because something just crossed my mind. Yep. There you go. I will lay it out as I get it. Just doing a bit of a different spread. A different way of setting up the spread. For our lovely vintage oracle cards, I'll just give a final shuffle and I'll just lay it on the table. These cards are so pretty and they speak to me so well. I just love them. Okay. Here. Ooh, looks like I'm having space constraints. My table is getting smaller by the day as my cards are getting more and more. Okay, so this spread. Oh, the universe has stepped in, my darling. Cusp of exposure. You have been exposed by the universe. Just give me a minute. I think I twisted the cards of Archangel Michael the wrong way, so I usually spread them around and I put them back together and then just hoping to God that it doesn't twist. The ones that I don't read reversals. I don't read the romance angels and reversals. I don't read Archangel Michael reversals. The angels are never reversed. The angels are never, ever reversed for me. Just that's the feeling I get inside me. It's just like a feeling of guilt if I do turn them over. It's a very bad feeling. It's not even guilt, something. Alright, so I got your messages loud and clear. Just give me a moment though, just to take a look. I've turned over your messages and I have kept them ready just to save you some more time. So, my cusp of exposure. Let's see what's been happening with you. Where's my shuffle cards? Yes, seems like you were defending yourself against a lot of gossip. You were defending yourself a lot against a lot of bad mouthing, I would say. Yeah, because of your soulmate, your past soulmate. I think everybody is going through a breakup or what, except for one reading there. The relationship had quite a high chance of getting back together. So basically you have gone through a breakup in your past. Yes, it was your soulmate that you were dealing with. Or at least you thought it was your soulmate. You had seen the warning signs, you had seen the red flags, but you did not pay heed to it. So the universe stepped in. If you don't believe me, here it is. Yeah. The universe stepped in. Look. Where's my... Just to give you a better view. The universe stepped in, and there's the hand. Do you see it? There's the hand with the feather pen, rewriting your story. Do you see that cusp of exposure? So the universe stepped in and took charge of your situation. You really loved this person. You really, really did, didn't you? Or somebody did. It was either you or it was your partner. Yeah, it can go vice versa, this reading, but I will try to read it from your side, as I've set the cards in a particular manner. So, let's say the masculine, the man, he really loved the woman. So if you're the woman, your man really loved you. Or your ex really loved you. Or your to-be ex really loves you. So he was complete sweetheart, you know, and he was warned about there was some kind of red flags in that relationship. You know, someone was looking out of the relationship, but it did not really happen. Yeah. Someone was looking out of the relationship, but actually it did not happen. So the cheating did not take place. But in all fairness, one of the partners assumed, yeah, that the other person assumed with conviction that the other person was going out of the relationship because there was money that was missing or being questioned. Hold on, let me clarify certain things here before. Yep. Yes, it's about the home. It is about the home. So there was some kind of gossip regarding the relationship wherein one of the partner was thought to be cheating, but actually that person did not cheat. So the gossip that was going around was false. Okay? It's quite evident here. And the man in this relationship really, really loves the woman in the relationship. Okay? And the woman is just waiting. Just waiting. She's tending to herself because she thinks she is right, and she's found out that the man has cheated, and you know, she's tending to herself, but the man is still coming towards her. He's still wanting to be with her because he wants to first of all clear his name. He wants to prove that the gossips that she heard about him are all wrong. You know? He doesn't know how to wisen up in the situation because he thinks her mind is made up. He thinks you're soulmates. He knows you all are soulmates. He is having a very deep connection. You'll have a very deep, I won't pick that. You'll have a very deep connection towards each other. Huh? This has caused a lot of heartbreak, believe me. It was no fun at all. Not at all. This was not fun at all. It has caused a major heartbreak, and it's not justified. So whoever has done the unjustification, whoever has done this, broken a relationship just because of gossip and without any proof of evidence. You know, it is clearly saying here it's all false, all false. The gossip was all false. It was not true. And it's just broken up your relationship. I think there must have been some kind of jealousy. Someone must have been jealous and started to, you know, as soon as he's seen cracks in your relationship, a bit here and a bit there, if you confided in them, look at your near and dear friends. You will find the culprit in there. That is usually the case. So, yeah, so right now, even though in the past he was trying to pursue you and trying to convince you that whatever you heard is wrong, and you know, whatever you think about him is wrong and it's not true, and he confessed his love for you, he professed his love for you, but you did not listen. You were not wisened up, you were not wise enough to listen to your intuition, if you are the woman. So now he has decided to move away. He's done waiting. I don't know for how long it must have been happening, but somebody is done waiting here. Somebody was depressed, thinking about the situation. Why did I do this? Or why did I behave this way? Was it you? Were you the one thinking that way? I'll tell you what, I think you're done waiting. I challenge you. If I'm wrong, you can put it in the comment. But I guarantee you I'm correct when I say it is you that is done waiting. My darling cusp of beauty. Oh, sorry, cusp of exposure. Yeah. Anyways, so in your present moment, yeah, you have the angel of love holding the pink box, heart in her hands. You're having faith in the situation. You have faith in the situation. You're having faith that it will work out, but because I think it's a marriage, it's some kind of institutional. You have the Hierophant here, so it's very possible it can be a long-standing relationship, you know, or if you're talking in terms of work, it could be an institution. But in terms of this reading, what is laid out here, you still have faith. You have faith that it will work out. You have faith that, you know, you'll get back together and you'll be able to sort this out. So now one of you is moving really fast, is taking some action towards the other. Is taking action to save this marriage, to save this relationship. You do not want to let this fail, because I think you have seen the error in your ways. Someone has seen the error in their ways over here, because they have been awakened to the truth. The truth has come out somehow. So it's become clear that the person has not really cheated and the gossip was false. But so much damage has been done. So much damage has been done. Oh dear. Why do some people think that a relationship that has so much loving emotions in it is a game? That you can just like, believe whatever people say without you even knowing the truth, the fact of the matter. So next time, whoever this is, please pay attention to your intuition first before you listen to gossip. Maybe you need to stop hanging around with your friends a bit too much, gossiping. If you hang around with your friends, go and do something creative, instead of gossiping about everybody else around you. It doesn't serve any purpose. It's even destroyed your own relationship by the looks of things. Oh dear, what have you done? Anyways, if you wish to, it's in your hands. You have free will. You can repair it the way you want it. But you will have to leave it all in God's hands, and you'll have to leave it all in the divine timing. There has to be a lot of time and space here given to each other. Listening. So finally, somebody has decided to listen to their partner instead of listening to gossip. Listening to gossip has also affected your love life terribly. This is a broken relationship. I'm sorry to say. It's making me really upset inside for some reason, because it was such a silly thing to do. Whoever it is, I don't know who it is, but the agitation inside is like, it's very upsetting. Oh, your energy. I will need to do a bit of cleansing after this reading. Proper cleansing. Already got my Epsom salts and my sage ready in the right places. So. Yes, so... I'm sorry to say this, but then there's going to be some kind of transformation over here. Something is not adding up. Oh. Yeah. Someone is coming out of the depressive state of losing the other. Yeah. It was not a happy moment, but it was some kind of victory achieved, because I think it would have been a good thing to have moved away. So somebody basically has moved away from this relationship now. It's so simple, because somebody was in this relationship actually came down because of gossip. So if it came down because of gossip, so it just proves the point that the relationship was weak since the beginning. If it cannot withstand all this petty things, then it's not worth staying in. I think one of the partners over here can clearly see it. Yeah, they have somebody is going ahead, just focusing on their finance and career, and not wanting to look back, just going away, slipping away. Somebody is just slipping away, and it's going to be self-service. Serving themselves, serving their soul, nurturing themselves, getting themselves back together, loving life again, back to innocence. They're not offering any love outside, the person who's walking away now. Because the reason they're walking away, because this all the personal information has got out, and it's made the relationship looks so cheap, and there's no value to it anymore. It's not about the ego, it's the disrespect that was involved in managing the situation. It's not looking good. Oh, there you go. I forgot you are the cusp of exposure, so something has been exposed. Oh dear God. You didn't have to cause so much exposure to your detriment, you know? I don't think I could expect any much better. It's just perfect for exposure, you know, the cusp, because here something has been really exposed, and that's a load of shit gossip that had no value, and it really brought down a loving relationship because of weakness of one of the partners who was so used to honoring gossip before honoring the truth. Now someone is sad. They lost their partner. They lost the basic of a partnership, which is friendship. They're looking to reunite with you, but one of you is looking away. You're listening. They're listening to what someone has to say. It could lead to a reunion. There's every possibility. Yes. Let's just have a nice conversation. Be calm. Apologize. Be humble. Be humble if you're wrong. There's nothing wrong in apologizing. There is something wrong in apologizing when you didn't do something wrong. That's extra humble when it's required. It's all right, but then not every time. But here, if you did something wrong, if you were the one who gave in to gossip, you have a chance to redeem yourself. Be humble, you know. Stop the blame game. Stop the rubbish. Grow up. Some people are so immature, even they are in their 50s and 40s and 60s. And some young ones are so mature, even though they are just so in their 20s, you know what I mean. This looks like a person who is a bit in their 30s and 40s and is just being immature. Stuck in gossip, you know. Grow up, wherever it is. You know, you're given another chance. I think I should stop here because the cards are stuck. They're saying no more. Okay. So you'll be given another chance at this relationship. When you're ready. When you have purged all the bad behavior and, you know, gossipy behavior and disrespectful behavior, taking the other person for granted, trying to control them, you know, trying to manifest things that doesn't exist, that is not a reality. It's called a self-fulfilling prophecy. What's happened here is a prime example of self-fulfilling prophecy, you know. You manifested something but that was not real, just to plain petty behavior of believing in gossip and not trusting in your relationship, disrespecting your relationship in front of friends and family members. You have directly disrespected yourself. There was a complete breakdown in values here. Complete breakdown in values. This person who did this is very immature. Alright then, this is for the first half of, I'll just put this away, I'll sort this out later because I've got to meditate over them anyways. So, this is for the first half of June, 1st to the 15th. This was your Tarocle reading. So let's take out a card from Archangel Michael, message that we received. Oh yeah. Yeah, so Archangel Michael says, Forgive yourself if you have done nothing wrong. And this is your life's purpose. Okay? Whatever it is your life's purpose. Whether it's learning to not give in to gossip, it is your life's purpose. To nurture yourself, to strengthen your values, to trust your partner, to trust yourself. Perhaps your life's purpose is to trust your intuition. Instead of being codependent on your friends and their gossip, you should be independent and depend on your own intuition. So let's see. Let's say this prayer to Archangel Michael, Cusp of Exposure. I ask that you help me let go of self-blame and forgive myself. Please guide me in releasing any toxic anger or fear towards others. Thank you, Archangel Michael, for allowing me to feel centered and at peace. Thank you, Archangel Michael. Love you. So, let's now pick out a spiritual guidance cards. These cards have 3 sections in them. One is the servant leadership section, one is the personal growth section, and one is for relationships. So let's pick out a card each from top as they've been shuffled. I don't know, I'm just being led to do something else altogether. This feeling is not right. So I'm going to mix the cards up. I've not done this bit in quite a while to see what area. I'll let the energies pick out what cards you need to really peek at. It may not be all 3 areas, it may be one single area, or it may be 2 areas. But I will pick 3 cards for you. And I don't know which cards it is, but just now I have just been led to do this. Oh dear, energy is flowing. Yeah. Okay. So you got cards for all 3 areas now. So you got the card for servant leadership, you got the card for personal growth, and you got the guidance card for relationships as well. So for servant leadership, you've got the guidance of yoga. For relationship, you've got the devotional